just going to start with a quick disclaimer. This video is going to talk about illness, hospitalization, and just about a bunch of not so nice things. So if you're looking for a light, easy breezy, uplifting ASMR video, this is probably not it. But it is important for me to stress that as much as I want this video, to be, as much as I want this channel, to be relaxing and like a place where you can kick back and just watch a bunch of videos of me rambling about stuff and things, or doing triggers and whatnot. It is also, the way that I view it, at least, is I want this channel to also be like the sort of place where I can share pretty much anything with my subscribers. And when I had my previous channel, I talked about this in probably the first video that I posted on this channel. When I had the previous channel, I suspected that I was doxxed, or that people in my real life discovered my ASMR channel, and suddenly I didn't know for sure, but I suspected it, and I realized that it was affecting my psyche when I was filming a new video. I sometimes wanted to share things that I wasn't able to because it would get me thinking, what if this person is watching? And I really didn't want that. So I started a new channel, and this is a fresh start, and I want this place to be, where I feel comfortable sharing stuff with my subscribers, and that I know 100% that no one in my real life knows about this channel. So having said that, the content that I'm making is ASMR, and it is meant to bring you comfort and relaxation, but at the same time, I'll be covering true crime cases. I'll be talking about unsolved mysteries and just stuff that isn't always, traditional ASMR, and things that some of you might find disturbing. So, having said that, this is my warning, disclaimer, whatever you want to call it. Also, I was thinking about maybe recording this video using the Zoom mic, but then I ended up going with the Yeti instead. If you have a preference for one sound over the other, please let me know in the comments so I can make some more of that for you in the future. I love the Zoom mic, but the thing is, I find it easier to just hold it when I'm doing story time or mostly a close-up ramble, because with the Yeti, it rests on this, the stand that it comes with, and I don't really like separating it from the stand. Some people just like to hold it, but I find it to be quite heavy, so holding it for 20-30 minutes, filming the video, it's kind of uncomfortable. The Zoom mic is lighter and kind of easier to, work with in that sense. But yeah, just let me know. And I do have, I believe I uploaded 1 or 2 videos with the Zoom mic, so check them out for comparison. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump into the video. It's been a pretty long introduction, sorry about that. But yeah, so without further ado, let's just jump into this story time, life update, whatever you want to call it. So I try to upload every 2nd. So a little over a week ago, my mom was hospitalized, and for about a week I was pretty much living in a hospital, yeah, with her, like sleeping over there every night and just never leaving her side. I am not sure exactly what she had, but her medical background has a couple of lung diseases, severe lung diseases, I should say, and my mom is now considered, an elderly person. So yeah, she's not really healthy, and like her respiratory system is already like pretty weak, and she apparently caught some sort of infection, something like pneumonia, or something with like pneumonia traits. I don't know what to call it, but that's sort of how the doctors, called it. But yeah, she started feeling really, really bad. She was running a relatively high fever for a couple of days, and then the fever went away. And I caught it as well. I had a fever too, and then I felt it in my throat. I had a runny nose, and just the whole respiratory system was not doing great. But because I'm young and relatively healthy, I didn't have it, as bad as she did. So I was feeling kind of, not great for, I would say, 3-4 days. But then I started improving. She did not. She was in bed for a week. And I'm talking about the week before August 2nd. She was in bed for a week. Not really eating or drinking. Very weak. Couldn't walk around the house. She just didn't feel like doing anything. She was sleeping all the time. She has an oxygen generator at home. Now, before she became sick, I would say she used it maybe a couple of hours in the day, and not every day, mind you. But for that whole week when she was sick, she used it pretty much 24/7, and she didn't improve. And so finally, after a week of seeing no improvement whatsoever, I told her that I'm calling an ambulance and that we're going to the hospital. Now, at that point, I was really worried. And my mom is the sort of person that just waits for things. Like if she's uncomfortable about something, or if she's sick, she's not really the type of person that will instantly, take the medicine, like pop a pill, painkiller, whatever, or instantly set a doctor's appointment, stuff like that. My mom is the sort of person that just prefers to wait it out and like suffer in silence and wait for it to blow over. Now, again, if you're young and healthy, then your immune system will fight whatever infection, fever, whatever it's battling with. But when you're old and weak, it's not really smart. And I kind of feel like I'm low-key blaming myself for basically like a more aggressive form of oxygen that they give to patients. And I think that is like one step from actually getting someone on a machine that does the breathing for you, like sedating someone and connecting them to a machine that does the job for your lungs, which is not good. Like, I've heard that if they put you down under and they connect you to the machine, once they wake you up, it risks, permanent damage to your lungs. And like, some people don't even wake up, or like if you wake up, you don't know what sort of damage you could have. So it's just not good. None of it is good. And she wasn't really cooperating because she was confused because of lack of oxygen and all these things. And I didn't know what to do. And I don't have, like, I'm not her beneficiary or anything like that, because I just never thought that there would be a time that I would have to take a medical decision on her behalf if she wasn't able to. And I don't know, it was just a really scary situation. And that week, at the hospital was very eye-opening for me. It mainly got me thinking about, a reality, that, like, the realization that my mom is not going to be here for me for the rest of my life. And I don't know, it really scared me, because I'm not ready to say goodbye to my mom. I can't really imagine my life without her. And I know that, it's the circle of life that the sons and daughters bury their parents in due time, but it just felt too soon, and I was so scared that she wouldn't improve. And the thing about me and my mom, we have a very close relationship because I was raised by a single mother, and there was never like any father figure, like, any other like a figure of authority really in the picture. And yeah, I don't know, just she was always like the closest person to me. I can't really picture my life without her. And like, everything was happening so fast, and it was scary to see, because my mom was always very independent, a very, strong woman. And, she was always working and taking care of me in the house. She was basically a superwoman. And to see her like that, so small, she was losing a lot of weight. Seeing her so small in a hospital bed, confused, weak, struggling to breathe, it was surreal in the worst way, to be honest. But yeah, it took almost a week to kind of stabilize, like, her body, the saturation in her blood, like her oxygen levels. And, they were getting her on steroids and antibiotics, and they were drawing blood like multiple times a day to test her blood for oxygen levels and gas and a bunch of things that I don't really know much about. But I was asking like questions to the best of my ability, trying to figure out like what's going on, what they're doing. And she deteriorated really fast, but the recovery time yeah, I'm just super grateful that she was able to snap out of it, and we're home now. It's been probably one of the longest weeks of my life. I was sleeping in a hospital chair every night, almost the entire week. I would say 4 nights out of 5 or 6. Because one night I did go back home. I actually went back home every day because I had to take care of the cats. I couldn't just leave them for the entire week, obviously. But I did sleep at home, I think 1 or 2 nights. And even then, like, it just didn't feel right sleeping in my own bed while she was at the hospital. I just couldn't, my head, my head, my spirit, my thoughts were with her there. And yeah, it was very, very hard. And obviously I couldn't focus on making videos, editing videos, none of that. But I just wanted to quickly post this video. I will edit it and hopefully have it up by tomorrow, I want to say. I'm recording this on August 11th. She was discharged Sunday morning, August 9th. So we've been home for a couple of days now, and we've set a bunch of doctor's appointments. And I'm just, I'm hopeful for the future. I think she's going to have to take some major life changes to improve her quality of life, because I know she can do better. I know that with physiotherapy and breathing exercises, she can really, improve her breathing and have a fuller, happier, healthier life. And I'm going to encourage her to do that. So yeah, for now we're just taking it a day at a time, baby steps, doing her breathing exercises that they showed her how to do at the hospital. I have a bunch of vacation days from work that I haven't gotten around to taking. I don't know, I feel like I'm such a creature of habit. I just work all the time. I barely ever, take a day off. And, to a point that my boss literally texted me like a month ago, and he was like, hey, what about vacation days? Are you going to take some? Because you kind of have to. And I mean, it's already September, like, it's the end of the year is approaching, and I can already tell that, before I know it, it's gonna be November, and I'd be like, oh crap. But yeah, so that's that. I took an absence of leave, but I had a doctor's slip because I was sick over the week that we were at the hospital, so it doesn't really count as vacation days. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to share with you tonight, just to kind of explain why I didn't post last weekend. I do still have a lot of plans for videos for the channel, just so you know. But yeah, starting next weekend, hopefully it's gonna be back to the previously scheduled program. I have so many ideas, so many, videos I want to film for you. And if there's a specific video trigger, whatever you want to see, please let me know, So yeah, thank you for tuning in for tonight's video. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourself and hold your loved ones and tell them you love them while you can. Life is short.